Summer is here already, and so is the increase in temperature. This is when you actually start to see how efficient the cooling solutions for your CPU and GPU are. And this is the time when you start wondering if you need to undervolt for lower temperatures. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Rishabh from Ascending Techie, and today we're going to take a look at undervolting a RTX 3000 series card, more specifically a RTX 3080. The main goal here is to reduce the temps and not to perform a undervolted overclock for the sake of higher FPS or to reduce the power draw, but it is a byproduct of undervolting, and you will see how much of a difference it makes by undervolting. For this, I'm using MSI Afterburner and have followed some guides to perform a basic undervolt which can yet be improved. I've even changed the fan curve and made it aggressive because of summer, which you can see here. This is an essential piece of the quest to reduce your temps and is overlooked more often while undervolting. Let's see what difference in temps it made. For the purpose of testing, I tested out 3 different games: Cyberpunk with RTX on Psycho and DLSS off, Forza Horizon 4 which is heavy on the GPU, and Valorant which is a lightweight game for a 3080 to handle, along with 2 synthetic benchmarks, Unigine Heaven and 3D Mark Time Spy, to see how much of a difference it would make. Starting off with Unigine Heaven, which is extremely GPU intensive, the temps maxed out at 75 degrees for stock as well as for undervolt. But with the undervolt, it took longer for the GPU to reach those temps and thus allowing it to score slightly better. But bigger differences were seen when we tested Time Spy, and temps would stay at 70 plus degrees and eventually maxed out at 81.34 degrees at stock, while the undervolt would keep the card at high 60s and very low 70s, with the maximum being 73.72 degrees, which was a spike for only a few seconds. This is a difference in the range of 7 to 10 degrees overall at times. Then we come to Cyberpunk with all settings maxed out and ray tracing set to Psycho. DLSS was turned off as well to put maximum load on the GPU for the worst case scenario. The temps on stock would stay at around 75 and maxed out at 77, while with the undervolt, the temps would stay in the high 60s, maxing out at 70 degrees max, which is amazing. This is a difference of 7 degrees overall and would allow the GPU fans to spin relatively slower as well. GPU power consumption also went from hovering around 330 watts to hovering around just 270 watts, which, as I said, is a byproduct, but a difference of 50 watts is still a huge gain in terms of efficiency. Forza Horizon 4 was a disappointment since multiple runs ended up showing no difference in temperature, since the GPU would override the undervolt to maintain the frequency and hence resulted in same temps overall. There was still less GPU power being utilized relatively though. I have been playing Valorant on and off stream and I have never seen temps lower than 65 degrees Celsius, but with the undervolt it straight up went from 65 degrees to 55 degrees, which is surprising. Even the amount of power being utilized was around 120 to 150 at max. So as I said, undervolting the GPU dropped the temps surprisingly in most cases, while in worst case scenario it remained the same. But even in that case, the power draw was still reduced. There are 2 Reddit posts that I would link below as well for your reference if you would like to undervolt your graphics card as well. This shows how much efficient an undervolt can be to improve your temperatures as well as for reducing the power draw of your graphics card. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, be kind to everyone.